This will be okay. This will be all right. Because they were lining up here. It's that one.
Okay, so let's take a look and see. Maybe they just need to move back a
Or
little
if
bit?
they just slide over.
don't want to do that anyway because you know you're going to finish after. It's not good as with it. Just gonna, it'll be the same quality if you just do it after. You're trying to. You want to bring them in. Back being far away from possible. Negative is back in.
Miss Jolita, how does this work? How was I supposed to report my daughter?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Martina, bien, ya jodimos, bien. ¿Qué te está acomodando, viejo?
call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I bet the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build, every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They could say it all sounds crazy. They could say we've lost our mind. See, I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams keep me However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me.
I'd like to call up Arthur De Silva to do our welcome greetings.
Good morning, bon dia, buenos dias, classmates, teachers, Mrs. Giolito, and parents. We are so excited that you could all join us for our 5th grade celebration. My name is Arthur De Silva, and I am a student in Mrs. Barrett's class. I came to Smith School when I was 6 years old. My family came from Brazil. When I started, I did not want to leave my parents because I was nervous to come to a new school with new classmates. Plus, I didn't speak any English. But coming here taught me many important things, like treating people with kindness and respect, and that making new friends is not as bad as I thought it was. This year, we had wonderful times together as an entire 5th grade class. Throughout this year, we have learned to problem solve, work together as a community, and have become independent thinkers, which will help us as we move on to middle school. My fellow 5th grade students and I want to thank the teachers for helping us get through this year. Mrs. Ayub, Mrs. Barrett, and Miss Cornine, you have taught us how to be kind, respectful, and persevere when times get tough. A big thank you to our parents for supporting us while we have been at Smith Elementary School. Also to all the teachers, also to all the ESOL teachers, you have helped me and other kids who came here from a different country to learn to read, write, and speak English. To my classmates of 2020, made great progress, and I wish all of you luck in the following years. Remember to always think of our Smith STEM's community and the lessons we have learned here. I hope everyone continues to make Smith STEM School shine. Thank you and have a wonderful summer. Obrigado, tenha um ótimo verão. Gracias e tenha buen verano.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our 5th grade celebration. It's hard to believe that Friday is the last day of this school year, and what a year it has been. For those of you who don't know me, I think I know everyone here, but I'm Teresa Giolito, and I am the principal here at Smith STEM School, wrapping up my 7th year here as principal. So those of our 5th graders who've been here since preschool and kindergarten, I have known them for a very, very long time. I'm going to try to take this microphone off. That's better. So this, as you know, has been a very challenging year in some aspects. Who would ever have thought that masks and social distancing and hand sanitizer would become words that we use every single day? But as I reflect back on this year, I'm so proud of our students and I'm so proud of our teachers because they persevered. While it was a year with many challenges, it was also an exciting year with much to celebrate. From the very first day of school, our teachers ensured that our students felt safe and cared for. Through all of this year, we were resilient, we were flexible, and we took care of each other. I would like to say a special thank you to our incredible teachers. And we know teachers don't get a whole lot of accolades, and their job is a really important job. Their work this year has been truly admirable. They have proven their immeasurable worth to our school and to our community. At this time, I would like our students and our parents and caregivers to please give our teachers, Miss Ayub, Mrs. Barrett, and Miss Cornine, a round of applause to show our sincere appreciation. As I mentioned previously, it's been an extraordinary year. I'm full of gratitude for our students who persisted through some unprecedented times this year. And I want to thank you, our parents and our caregivers, for trusting us with the great responsibility, I call it the greatest responsibility, of educating your children and for being our true partners in their education. It is during special moments like today that I realize how fortunate I am to be part of the Smith School community. I know today, I've spoken to a few parents, it's a really exciting day. It's also a day filled with mixed emotions as our students prepare to go on the next step of their journey. And I will tell you from experience of a parent of a 26, soon to be 27-year-old and a 24-year-old, it goes by really, really fast. So treasure these years when you have your kids at home, because before you know it, they'll be off. I'm confident that our students are prepared to take that next step in their journey. So now I have some words for our 5th graders. And if you've had 5th graders that have gone through this celebration before, I'm sure you've heard these words. Every year I look at them and I think, should I change them? But they're really, really great pieces of advice that I gave my own kids and I'd like to share with your kids. So fifth graders, I'm talking to you now. As you approach this next step in your life, you're going to be faced with numerous decisions. Some of you have spoken to me about those in private. Some of these decisions are going to be really easy, and some of them are going to be extremely difficult. You've worked hard to develop a strong moral compass. In other words, you know the difference between right and wrong. So I have a couple of words of advice for you, and I'm going to make this quick because I know it's hot in the sun. Number one, believe. Believe in yourself. We have seen what you can achieve when you put your mind to it, and it's pretty amazing. With commitment, hard work, and dedication, you will continue to achieve great things through your entire life. Number two, work hard. Things will not always be easy. That's just part of life. Don't let frustration and setbacks get the best of you. Always persevere and ask for help when you need it. Number three, be humble. You are smart. You are talented. You are athletic. You are a lot of great things, but so are many other people. Be humble about your accomplishments and remember to compliment others on their accomplishments. You will be well respected and appreciated for your humble attitude. Number four, smile. Smile. This may seem silly to you, but smiling is super important. Keeping a positive attitude will help you to make new friends next year and feel good about yourself. You will be amazed how wonderful the world is and how wonderful the world looks when you smile. And the last one, and I'm sure you've heard me say this a bajillion times, be respectful. Respect your parents, respect adults, respect your friends, and most importantly, respect yourself. A respectful attitude tells a lot about who you are. Always be courteous and kind, and that attitude will pay off in the end. So in closing, fifth graders, you are leaving Smith School in 2 days, having learned a lot. But you have a lot more learning ahead of you. Keep learning from your parents, from your teachers, from your coaches, and your friends. Maintain a positive attitude, a helpful disposition, and a willingness to try new experiences. Keep reading, be responsible, clean your rooms, practice your instruments, and be good to each other. I wish you all the best in the years to come. Have a wonderful and safe summer. And one more announcement that I forgot to mention to all parents and caregivers. As you see, our ceremony today is being live streamed, and it will be available on YouTube. I know many of you have relatives and family members that could not make it out today, and the teachers will send a link to you so that you can share that link with families so people can watch this all over the world.
Okay, I'm going to invite row 1 to please stand. Shreya Acharya. In 15 to 20 years, Shreya sees herself already going from high school to college, graduating, and getting a hard-working job. She wants to live in a nice apartment in New York City and have a pet kitten named Caramel. Shreya would love to travel to Japan and meet some of her cousins there. She will also come back and visit her mother and father from time to time. Edward Aris Jr. In 15 to 20 years, Eddie will have gone to West Point College and joined the military. He will have 2 dogs, a lab, and a German Shepherd. He will live with his family on the East Coast and will have 2 kids. Eddie would also like to travel to Europe.
Rahaf Aldaban. In 15 to 20 years, Rahaf wants to graduate from college and go on to get a doctorate degree in medicine. She will then work as a doctor in Saudi Arabia. While in Saudi Arabia, she will have a family there. Rahaf is hoping for 5 kids. 3 will be boys and 2 girls. She would like to live in a 3-floor house near her family. She also wants to own 2 Teslas. Rahaf would like to adopt 2 cats. When she gets older, she will donate to charities and help out with her children.
Ahmed Ali. In 15 to 20 years, Ahmed will hopefully be winning trophies with big clubs like Real Madrid CF, Chelsea CF, and Manchester United FC. He will also be living in a $70 million mansion. In his free time, he will travel to Germany, France, Switzerland, and Austria. He will also own 2 Teslas, 5 Corvettes, 3 Mustangs, and 7 Nissan GTRs. Ifoma Alaguara. In 15 to 20 years, Ifoma sees herself graduating high school and college. She will work as a mathematician, teaching students math. She will live with her husband, 3 children, and a pet bunny named Kendall. In her free time, she will travel to Africa to see friends and cousins. She will also visit family and have fun with them. During the summertime, her whole family will enjoy going to the beach together.
Emran Babajan. In 15 to 20 years, Emran will have graduated from UConn and will become a doctor. He will live in a normal-sized house in Connecticut. In one of the rooms, there will be a closet full of the newest and most popular shoes and sneakers. In another room, he will have balls of all the different sports he plays. Emran will also have a Chevrolet Camaro, which he will drive to see his family. Jennifer Broncanelli Xavier. In 15 to 20 years, Jennifer will have gone to college and will be working in a bank in New York City. She will live in New York with her family and grandparents. Jennifer would like to have 2 kids. In her free time, she will relax and sleep a lot and read when she is bored. Jennifer wants to travel to Miami because she thinks it's a beautiful place.
Caitlin Caffin. In 15 to 20 years, Caitlin sees herself as a fashion designer and a pastry chef living in Paris. She will have an orange tabby cat named Honeysuckle and a tuxedo cat named Loki. She will have 2 children, 1 boy and 1 girl. Caitlin will have an herb and plant garden and will always have time to read books.
Genesis Cardenas. In 15 to 20 years, Genesis will have gone to an acting college and will have started writing her own songs. She will be living in either Paris or Connecticut. Genesis will be either living alone or will be roommates with her best friend. She would also like to travel the world to try different foods. Genesis will have 2 or 3 kids and a pet dog named Brownie. Edith Carvalho Diaz. In 15 to 20 years, Edith will have graduated high school and gone to art school. She is going to live in Japan and work as a digital artist. Edith will live in a big house with her 3 huskies and a cat. In her free time, Edith will explore all around Japan with her dogs. Can we give a round of applause for row 1? And row 2, would you please stand? Adam Chilali. In 15 to 20 years, Adam will have graduated from CCSU and will become a history teacher. He will move to LA and wants to travel the world. Adam wants to teach people about the Cold War, World War II, ancient Rome, the Civil War, and both the American and French Revolution. Adam wants to live in a house with his future girlfriend and kids.
Grace Ciccarello. In 15 to 20 years, Grace sees herself graduating from UConn with a bachelor's degree in writing. She would like to be accepted into Harvard Law School and get her master's as a lawyer. After that, she hopes to work as an attorney in Cambridge, Massachusetts. After a couple of years, Grace will marry and move to London, England, to become a stay-at-home mother. She hopes to have 2 daughters, one named Jen after Jennifer Lawrence, and another named Natalia after Natalia Dyer. That would be homeschooled. She would like 2 ragdoll cats, a black one named Luna and a white one with brown spots named Charlotte, and to help orangutans, which she plans on having one. Even though Grace will stay home with her children, she will start a YouTube channel and vlog about herself and her family traveling around the world to exotic places. When Grace is not working on videos or helping her children, she will be writing dystopian novels in her home office. She will also buy her parents and her brother beach houses and own one of her own in Spain. Her family will vacation there every summer and she will go to the beach a lot. Ezequiel Victor Coelho de Macedo. In 15 to 20 years, Ezequiel sees himself as a police officer so he can help and protect people. He would like to have a German Shepherd and a Mustang car. Ezequiel would like to build a farm for his mother and father so he can come visit them. He would like to have a house close to his mother's house.
Daniele De Silva Xavier. In 15 to 20 years, Daniele sees herself graduating college. She will be living with her boyfriend and have children. As a family, they will enjoy going out with friends. Daniele will have a car, motorcycle, a mansion, and money to help her parents and family. She wants to be a lawyer or a police officer.
Arthur. In 15 to 20 years, Arthur plans to go to college and play soccer. After college, he will be drafted by Real Madrid and win the World Cup. Once he retires, he plans on training college soccer players. Arthur wants to have a wife, 2 kids, a dog named Hot Dog, and a cat named Oreo. Arthur hopes to travel around the world like Tokyo, Afghanistan, and Italy. Also, he plans to own a Lamborghini, a Bugatti, and a Porsche. He will still have the friends he had in school and will also be a star of a popular movie.
Miguel De Silva. In 15 to 20 years, Miguel will be a professional high school American football coach playing on the NFL team, the Patriots, as a quarterback. He will live in a mansion with his wife and twins named Carl and Lewis. If they like football, he will make one of them a quarterback and one wide receiver so they can pass to each other in the NFL. He will have a pug named Gup. Miguel will also donate to charities and be a stand-up comedian.
Connor David. In 15 to 20 years, Connor would like to have a PhD in avionics and quantum physics. He hopes to be primarily piloting international flights based around the globe for a full-time job, along with studying quantum physics. Connor wants to live alone in the mountains of Colorado while raising a loyal golden Labrador. He would also like to be a global photographer and would like to travel to Dubai in the UAE, United Arab Emirates, where I have wanted to travel my whole life, where he has wanted to travel. Kevin Miguel Di Carvalho Siriaco. In 15 to 20 years, Kevin sees himself with a big gamer channel on YouTube because that has always been his dream since he was 5 years old. Kevin would like to live in a really pretty place by the beach with his wife and 3 kids. He would like to have a dog named Choco and would like to travel to Disney World.
Giselle Del Valle. In 15 to 20 years, Giselle sees herself graduating from a very good art school. She wants to make animations for commercials and get a vast amount of money to buy a camper van to live in. She also wants to cut her hair short and dye it, and will take her mom on 1 vacation a month while she's traveling around America and Canada. Her dad will get letters from her once a week. For a hobby, Giselle will make 3D printed computer add-ons and play the crash cymbals and electric guitar. She will own a Wacom Cynic 16 to make all her animations and 3D designs. She plans to have a kitten named Kelly Jr. and a dog named Hunter. All her animations will also be on a website most likely called The Good Animations from that commercial.
Jason DeMonte. In 15 to 20 years, Jason sees himself graduating from Syracuse University with a degree in sports management. He will be a full-time coach teaching beyond the eye can see. Jason will have a dog named Cactus who will go on many adventures along with his kid and wife. They will travel the world as a family. In his free time, Jason will focus on a career in baseball and many other sports. He will also meet his favorite baseball player, J.D. Martinez. Let's give one more round of applause for row 2. Row 3, please stand. Arthur Ferreira Silva. In 15 to 20 years, Arthur will have graduated from college. Afterwards, he will help his mom by working with her at her job. He will live with his family at the beach and spend time with his 3 dogs named Mrs. A, Mrs. D, and Miss May. In his free time, he will play with his family at the beach.
Michael Flores. In 15 to 20 years, Michael will have graduated from the University of Connecticut and will live in an apartment in a big city. He will have a golden retriever and a German shepherd. Michael plans to start his own business with his family and travel around the country to places like California and New Jersey.
Emma Friedman. In 15 to 20 years, Emma sees herself graduating from Harvard University and Yale Law School. She will be married, have 2 children, and a dog. Emma will be a lawyer and possibly the first woman president. She will live near the beach in California. In her free time, she will travel, read lots of books, and go to the beach.
Ida Garba. In 15 to 20 years, Ida sees herself being in an art college. While she is not in school, she will spend her spare time being a musician and practicing instruments and singing skills. She will have a cat and a rat. Their names will be Cara and Ratatouille. After college, she will continue working on her art and music while also spending time with her pets. It will be fun to make animations with her friends. For fun, she will paint landscapes. Ida hopes to adopt a child. She will teach her children all the things she learned throughout her art and music career. Once Cara and Ratatouille learn to get along, she will get more cats and rats so she can continue to study them. Nicholas Gomes G. Freitas. In 15 to 20 years, Nicholas sees himself playing basketball for the NBA. He wants to be a police officer so that he can protect people. He wants to own a dog and live in Connecticut. Nicholas hopes that his mother and siblings will be living here in the United States with him. Also, he would like to have the same group of friends he has now because they are very close. Nicholas would very much like to buy a big house for his mom with a big garden so she can plant flowers. A Porsche is his favorite car, and he would like to be driving one by then.
Jezebel Gonzalez. In 15 to 20 years, Jezebel will have graduated from college and would like to live in Tokyo, Japan. After a few years, she plans to leave Tokyo to live in Florida. She will have 2 or 3 kids, 2 dogs, 2 cats, and a bunny. She will live in a modern house with a big pool in the backyard. Jezebel sees herself being an artist and/or a nurse. She would also like to open a very successful restaurant in Florida. Last but not least, she would like to travel to the Dominican Republic very often, at least every 6 months. Elijah Greenlee. In 15 to 20 years, Elijah will have graduated from Yale. After college, he wants to travel on boats and cruises in the Caribbean. Elijah hopes to be a doctor or a soccer player living in a big house in Las Vegas. He will have a dog, 2 cats, and maybe a kid and a wife. Gabriela Guzman. In 15 to 20 years, Gigi will have graduated college from NYU or UCLA. After graduation, she will be a professional ballet dancer at the New York City Ballet and an actress. In addition, Gigi wants to be the first woman president. This is important to her because women can do anything they put their mind to. When she runs as president, she will have 1 dog, 2 turtles, a rabbit, a snake, and a lizard. Along with millions of pets, Gigi wants to have a husband and 4 kids of her own. She also wants to adopt a baby and 3 older kids ranging in age from 5 to 12 years old. They will live in a tropical area or even the White House as one extremely large, happy family.
Nasheer Habibi. In 15 to 20 years, Nasheer sees himself graduating from college and becoming a professional soccer player. He plans to get 1 husky and 1 pit bull and will name the husky Blizzard and the pit bull Ace. If he plans to marry, he will have 2 daughters and 2 sons. He will have a Lambo, Ferrari, Bugatti, McLaren GTR, BMW, and Tesla, just to name a few. If Nasheer marries, he will go to Disney and other places like France, Germany, and Brazil. He will travel to a lot of places around the world and hopes to play piano and guitar and own a zoo in his backyard. His backyard will be big and have almost every single animal in the world. Nasheer really wants a baby cheetah, baby lion, baby tiger. He will own a ginormous mansion and will donate money to charities and homeless shelters. Nasheer plans to visit Smith STEM School every year to see his teacher. Graydon Harvey. In 15 to 20 years, Graydon sees himself graduating from a college in New Zealand. He will be a technician for computers and have 1 dog named Colombo. He plans to go to Nicaragua for 3 years and live near a jungle so he can spot monkeys. If he ever does make a lot of money, he plans to donate it to charities and give a lot of it to his family. Graydon hopes he can have a family with a wife and 2 kids who will be named Ben and the other Nico. He hopes he can own a Ferrari Dino for his dad and a Ferrari for himself. Graydon wants to live in a basic house with a very stable internet connection. Let's one more round of applause for Rosie. Row 4, if you could please stand. Mohammed Karkar. In 15 to 20 years, Mohammed sees himself graduating Yale with a master's degree. He hopes to be selected for a professional soccer team, Real Madrid, and be one of the best players ever. He will be living in one of his 26 mansions and own a Ferrari GTR, a Lamborghini Aventador. Mohammed has dreams to be the main character of a movie and earn millions. After he retires, he will be traveling the world in his private jet with his family and a bunch of cats. When he gets into his 50s, he will run for president. Since Mohammed is famous, he will win and will be president and rule the United States of America.
Katie Levy. In 15 to 20 years, Katie will be graduating from Yale University with a master's degree. She will have a husband, 2 kids, and 2 Australian shepherds named Yola and Chanel. Katie will be an actress who lives in Georgia in a small house. During her free time, she will be traveling around the world with her family.
Piper Mace. In 15 to 20 years, Piper sees herself graduating college and living in Boston, Massachusetts. She will be an interior designer and go to Red Sox games all the time. She will also spend lots of time with her 2 dogs, a beagle named Winn-Dixie and a Great Dane named Sir Barks-a-Lot. Piper will have a house in Italy and spend some of her time there. On the side, she plans on being a baker and maybe a best-selling author, but she will see how things go. Also, her car would be a teal Jeep, and at Halloween, Piper will carry on the tradition of having a crazy house with lots of decorations. Aiden Mala. In 15 to 20 years, Aiden sees himself going to college and getting a degree in computer science. He would like to become a software engineer and a part-time YouTuber. Aiden hopes to have 2 kids, a golden retriever, and a cat. He would like to live with his parents to take care of them and maybe get himself and his parents a Tesla. Maggie Mazer. In 15 to 20 years, Maggie sees herself graduating from either Yale, Harvard, Columbia, UConn, or Smith with a PhD. She will become a surgeon and work in the Children's Hospital. She will live somewhere in the USA and have 2 children, hopefully a boy and a girl. Maggie will have 3 dogs and 2 guinea pigs named Pickles and Cheese. Her dogs will be named Dr. Bread, Bacon, and Potato. She will also have a bunny named Carrot Sticks. Maggie plans to own a beach house down in Florida. Her pig will be named Unnamed, and she will live a happy life. When Maggie retires, she will stay at her beach house and relax. Jocelyn Miranda. In 15 to 20 years, Jocelyn sees herself going to Boston University, and she wants to have 1 dog named Olivia and a cat named Max. Jocelyn wants to live in North Carolina because her dad lives there, and maybe she can live in LA or Maryland as well. She wants to own a Tesla car because she thinks that they are cool. For a job, she will be a babysitter because she can take care of her baby brother and her 2 cousins. Yasmin Morera G. Souza Lopes. In 15 to 20 years, Yasmin sees herself going to college and becoming a lawyer. She wants to have 2 children, a boy and a girl. Yasmin wants to have a really big house to call her friends and her parents to come over for dinner.
May Murphy. In 15 to 20 years, May will be living in Connecticut after being on Broadway. She will have graduated from Boston College with an English degree and a master's degree in film. She hopes to be engaged, to be married, or married with 1 to 3 kids. May will have a Jack Russell Cocker Spaniel mix named Abba, 2 Boston Terriers named Percy and Annabeth, and a bunny named Cottontail. She will have a cozy but small home close to her parents. She would like to travel to visit her family in Ireland frequently and see most of Europe. In her free time, May will knit, play Gaelic football, camogie, and softball. She will see plenty of Red Sox games and visit Boston a lot of the time.
Serenity Navarro. In 15 to 20 years, Serenity sees herself as someone who is saving or rescuing animals from the streets. She would like to help those that are either hurt or don't have homes. She's thinking about whether or not to go to college, but if she does go to college, she would like to stay in Connecticut to be close to her family. She sees herself going to lots of beaches and scuba diving with sea animals. Another thing that she might be doing is helping to clean up the streets or the seashore because the environment is in danger and Serenity wants to do something about it. She doesn't know if she wants to get married, but she definitely does want pets. Serenity would like to have a cat, a dog, and maybe a scarlet macaw.
Maya Nguyen. In 15 to 20 years, Maya sees herself graduating from college with a chow chow named Bao. As another pet, she would like a black cat named Smokey. Maya would like to be an artist, drawing and painting animals based off of her pets. In her free time, she would like to travel the world with her pets, Bao and Smokey. One more round of applause. Row 5, please stand. Colin O'Neill. In 15 to 20 years, Colin sees himself graduating from the University of Pittsburgh with a master's degree in mathematics. He will have played on their football team as a quarterback, which will help him get drafted to the Steelers or the Patriots. Before this, Colin will enroll in the Navy for 2 years. After he retires from the NFL, he will buy a house in Vermont with his wife, 2 kids, and his dog named Goose. In his free time, he will travel all around the world, always visiting his family. Luana Vitoria Oliveira de Souza. In 15 to 20 years, Luana sees herself graduating from law school. She will have a house or an apartment and a BMW. She will be married and have 2 children, a boy and a girl. Luana will help her mother and her family back in Brazil. She wants to be a good lawyer so she can go back to Brazil.
Sostik Panta. In 15 to 20 years, Sostik sees himself graduating from Harvard, Yale, or UConn. He wants to become a businessman and earn lots of money. He already has big ideas for the business. One of his dreams is to make the first ever water and flying car. He also wants to be a football player and play for the Patriots if he has the time to even do it. With some of his money, he will donate to charities for the homeless and to foster care organizations. He also wants to donate money to St. Jude Hospital. Sostik is hoping to have a daughter and a son named James and Irish. He will take care of his parents and always stay in touch with his little sister. He plans to retire when he's 50 years old and then explore the world with his golden retriever, Carmel. He really wants to go to Paris and Tokyo, and of course, he wants to go to his home country, Nepal. Most importantly, he will always celebrate his birthdays every year. To sum up his life story, Sostik wants to have a very peaceful one.
Tessa Petrus Lahire. In 15 to 20 years, Tessa will have graduated from CCSU with a degree in French and will have traveled to Morocco with her parents to visit her family. In her free time, Tessa will play soccer and teach art lessons. She will have a cat named Linguini and a bunny named Moose. Tessa would love to move to the Bronx and have 1 kid. She would also like to visit Paris, France yearly.
In 15 to 20 years, Trammy sees herself studying at UConn. She will be majoring in the medical field to become a doctor. Trammy will most likely pursue her education in becoming a dentist and/or a pediatric nurse. To have these challenging careers, she would need to have social skills, be able to work as a team, and problem-solving skills. These are her plans for her future. Mark Perez Ribeiro. In 15 to 20 years, Mark sees himself playing for Galu because he just started his career. He will make a farm for his dad and give his mom whatever dress she wants. Mark wants to travel everywhere with his dogs, Angel and Chewy, his kid, and his wife. In his free time, Mark will watch his favorite movies, Terminator 2, Jumanji, and Star Wars Revenge of the Sith with his dogs and Gecko and practice new skills for soccer. Jade Ramirez Cali. In 15 to 20 years, Jade sees herself graduating from college, majoring in fashion and design. She will live in Palm Springs, California in an apartment with 2 gray cats named Fork and Spoon. Jade will work at a small clothing shop near her house. In her free time, she will work on writing books, fashion designs, and going on trips with her friends and family.
Asher Robb. In 15 to 20 years, Asher will have graduated from Michigan with a bachelor's degree in psychology and then gone on to graduate from medical school. He will live in Trenton, New Jersey, and intends to work as a psychiatrist with his own private practice. For 100 days of the year, Asher plans to live in Haifa, Israel, and will visit his family often. He hopes to have a husky named Jorge, 2 girls named Rose and Ella, and a boy named Philip. David Reed. In 15 to 20 years, David sees himself graduating from Michigan College with a master's degree in mathematics. He would like to move to California or Denver, Colorado. David does not want to get married. He prefers to live alone with a pet hamster named Aries and a cat named Athena. In his free time, David sees himself visiting friends, hanging out with his family, or playing basketball. Okay, can we have one more round of applause for row 5? And we'd like to invite row 6 to join us.
Yvonne San Pedro Jr. In 15 to 20 years, Yvonne will be an engineer and live in a nice place. He will have 3 pets, 1 turtle and 2 birds. In his free time, Yvonne will be a YouTuber and play with his turtle and 2 birds. His turtle's name will be Max, and his 2 birds will be named Lolo and Polly. He may also be a professional runner and will travel to visit family and friends.
Matthew Samuel. In 15 to 20 years, Matthew sees himself having graduated from Yale University. He will have a master's degree in robotics engineering and a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. He will live in an apartment in Boston. He would like to have a family with 1 or 2 children and a French bulldog. Matthew will be a pro skateboarder and an artist. In his free time, he will collect, repair, and design cars. For a main job, Matthew will be a robotics engineer and create the robot of his dreams. Sonam Sherpa. In 15 to 20 years, Sonam will have gone to college at Juilliard School in New York City because it's a great music school. He will be an artist and musician while teaching orchestra at a public school. Sonam would also like to become a private teacher for gifts of music. He will live in Connecticut, Los Angeles, or New York City. He will live in his dream home, a mansion that has lots of secret rooms. His family will be his wife, 2 twin sons, 1 cat, and 1 dog. Lastly, Sonam would like to be rich, talented, and famous. Miguel Silva Santos. In 15 to 20 years, Miguel will have graduated from college. After college, he plans to start a business or become a teacher. He would like to be living in Japan with his wife and 2 kids. They are going to own 2 cats and 2 dogs. In his free time, Miguel will travel the world with his family and go to many places he has never seen. Miguel will visit his sister in France often and his parents. He hopes to be very healthy and wealthy.
Dresden Snell. In 15 to 20 years, Dresden sees himself still being in college, getting a PhD in neuroscience, as well as one in mathematics and even one in electronics. Before that, he will also have a bachelor's degree in psychology, a degree in astrophysics, and an associate's degree in veterinary practices. Dresden plans on owning 2 named Kiki, Rafa, Beta Beta, Humphrey, and Fluffy. He also wants 1 chinchilla named Chinchilla. Dresden will have a YouTube channel and 2 children, Violet and Delta. After graduating with many degrees, he will live in the middle of nowhere in the United Kingdom. The house will be a mansion and own a multi-billion-dollar U.S.-based company. Max Riebenpott. In 15 to 20 years, Max sees himself graduating from college and will play Major League Soccer. He will live on Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and have a house by the beach. He will have a leopard gecko named Espio, a chameleon named Theo, an iguana named Oreo, and a bearded dragon named Cleo. Max sees himself playing the viola and ukulele and will attempt to clean up the sea because many animals die because of pollution. He plans on having 2 children and visiting Tokyo, Japan because it has really good food. Max will also visit the Bahamas because it looks amazing.
Anisha Marie Torres. In 15 to 20 years, Anisha sees herself having 1 child with her husband. She will be a fashion designer and live in the Bahamas. Anisha will have a Pomeranian named Bella and a Chihuahua named Daisy. In her free time, she will travel the world with her family. Thomas Tranquilli. In 15 to 20 years, Thomas sees himself graduating from UConn with a health degree and opening a pet healthcare. He will live in a regular house with a wife and 2 kids and a tuxedo cat named Charlie. They will live in LA and he will play for the Rams in the NFL. When he retires, Thomas will go to Hawaii and relax.
Sammy Velasquez. In 15 to 20 years, Sammy will be working for Lego to help build and create new designs. He will be living with his mom in Connecticut and will have 5 guinea pigs and 5 hamsters. He will design mazes for the hamsters so they can play around. Sammy will also have 2 nice dogs that he will feed and play with.
Jacob Woolman. In 15 to 20 years, Jacob will have graduated from college to become a chemist or an engineer. He will probably be married and have a dog named Buddy or Rex. Jacob will live in Hawaii, where he will have a regular-sized house with a pool and a tree house on his big property. In his free time, he will play frisbee with his dog and soccer and baseball with his new friends. He will also frequently go visit friends and family. Let's give one more round of applause for the class of 2022. I would like to welcome Colin O'Neill to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Colin O'Neill, and I'm in Miss Ayub's class. I have been at this school since kindergarten, and it has been the best 5 years of my life. Granted, haven't done much in the 5 years before I came here. However, during my time at Smith, I have met many friends, and I've had the best teachers. Everyone I have met has been really nice and have always been kind to each other. Some of my favorite memories have been from my teachers. I have had many teachers and they have always helped me with anything I needed. For example, whenever I've been stuck in math or reading. In my years at Smith, we have gone on many field trips, and they are all so much fun. The great thing is, all of these field trips have taught me science or math. They have also taught me many skills that I have used in real life. On winding trails, we learned how to climb and we had to conquer our fears. We also learned about insects and the food chain. I have learned so many things over the years I have been at Smith, like math, science, writing, and reading. This year has been one of the best I've had here, and my teacher, Miss Ayub, has made it 1,000,000 times better. She is really nice and she's also really funny. She also, like I said before, helps everyone with everything they need. The other teachers I have had are just the same, and they are the people that made these years great. I would also like to give a really special thank you to Miss Nettie, who helped everyone in my class at the start of the year, which for me is the hardest part. Another teacher I would like to thank is Miss Ribzik. She is my math class teacher, and she has always been a huge help to me. She also teaches Quest, and she teaches at another school, so I am really grateful that she finds the time for everyone. One really great thing about this school is that it's so much fun. We do a lot of tests, but we do so many more fun things, like how we went to the JCC. I think that this is one of the best schools ever. I feel so grateful that I got to go to Smith. Smith will always be a special place for me, but I also can't wait for 6th grade.
Okay, I'd like to invite Tessa Petrus Lahire to do our closing remarks.
Hello, dear 5th grade parents. My name is Tessa, and thank you all for coming to celebrate with us this morning. This is a very special time for all of us, for the people that have joined just this year, and for the people that have been here since pre-K. Personally, my time here at Smith was amazing, and if you asked anyone else, they'd probably agree. The memories and the friendships that were made in this school are unforgettable. All the wonderful projects, events, field trips, and concerts have made this year fantastic, even though we had to wear masks and social distance. This time at Smith has prepared us so much for middle school. As Teddy Roosevelt said, believe you can and you're halfway there. This concludes our celebration, and if you'd like to join us for cake, it's being served behind me in the parking lot. Again, thank you all for coming to our celebration, and congratulations, 5th graders!
One more congratulations to 5th graders. Just as a reminder, if you are planning on taking your child home for the remainder of the day, please find your child's teacher so that you can sign them out. 5th graders, go find your families.
Let's sign out. Alone.
gotta go sign you out of your teacher's house.
That's you know that's right. Yeah, 75. My birthday
He's only looking by 1 minute, and I'm his friend. I get to know. I have the right. Look at this. It's signed by.
Sounds crazy.
I don't know. You guys are together. Thank you.